Well, good afternoon and welcome to the 213th commencement of Tarleton State University. Now, I have to tell you, this is the quietest afternoon crowd I've ever seen. You are allowed to cheer for your graduates. That's more like it. This is a magnificent day for the university as these graduates join the ranks of distinguished Tarleton alumni during this, our centennial year, as a member of the Texas A&M University system. To open the ceremony, the colors will be presented by the Texan Battalion Color Guard. The national anthem will be sung by senior music major Miss Devin Harper. She'll be accompanied by the Tarleton Wind Ensemble. Following the national anthem, the invocation will be given by Dr. Kyle McGregor, Vice President for Institutional Advancement. Gentlemen, if you would please remove your caps, and I ask all who are able to please stand and remain standing for the posting of the colors, the national anthem, and the invocation.
about, face, forward, march. Attention, face, forward, march.
Please join me in the invocation. On this commencement day, while we have all traveled different paths to reach this milestone, today we are of one mind and one heart in giving thanks for these students and for all they will accomplish. As we reflect on all that is past and all that is yet to come, we are mindful of the many people to whom we owe thanks. Families that encouraged education, teachers and mentors who shared their knowledge and experience, friends who provided support and helped make a lifetime of memories. We ask that these graduates reflect the core values of this university as they use their knowledge and abilities to act with integrity, standing up for what is right, to serve and lead others with compassion, to foster a culture of civility, kindness, and inclusion, to respect and shape traditions for our time, to set a standard of excellence and strive always to reach it. May the gratitude we feel today inspire each of us to bring even greater joy into our lives and the lives of others. Amen.
Please be seated. Graduates, this is a glorious day as we celebrate your achievements. I know you've worked hard and you sacrificed a lot to get here. And I also know that you've dreamed and you probably have planned for this day, as have the many family and friends that are here with you today. Most of you have been part of the Tarleton family for 4 years, some maybe a little bit more, others even less. And a lot has happened along the way through this university. David Letterman left late night TV. Peyton Manning left the NFL, and Dale Earnhardt Jr. took his last lap around the NASCAR circuit. Fads like Pokemon Go, water bottle flipping, and the mannequin challenge, they came and they went during your time. You saw some amazing things: a solar eclipse, a NASA spacecraft that went to Jupiter, and possibly the most amazing thing, the Cubs won the World Series. Things have changed around here too. New majors, new residence halls, new teaching facilities, a new campus on its way in Fort Worth, and a new engineering building is coming to Stephenville. Today, you can take a picture with John Tarleton on the restored Alumni Island, and you can stop, thank, and give a few pennies for good luck to General Earl Rudder, a Tarleton alumnus, war hero, and eventually the chancellor of the Texas A&M University system. Having these two statues on campus spark new traditions and remind us of our rich history. For example, this year, as you have heard, marks 100 years as a founding member of the Texas A&M University system. And you are the last graduating class of our centennial year as a member of the system. You take with you something very important. You take with you the Tarleton core values of tradition, integrity, civility, leadership, excellence, and service. And I've seen them in action by the members of this class. Mercy Obanda has had a passion to serve others through nursing since her childhood in Kenya. She came to the United States. Yeah, you can clap for her, that's great. She came to the United States in 2012 and took the courses first to become a nurse's aide. She then gained admission to Tarleton's nursing program and worked throughout it to support herself. Mercy and her family sacrificed a lot for this moment. It took 5 years of waiting for her husband and her son to be able to join her and make their home here in Stephenville. And last night I had the pleasure of meeting Mercy's mother, who came all the way from Kenya to be here with her this afternoon. Heather Smith has been a wife of a missionary, a children's minister, a teacher homeschooling her 4 children, and a nursing student. Today, she is fulfilling her calling to serve those in need as a nurse. Michael Tash is a member of the Tarleton Rodeo team and an animal science and animal production major. Michael spent this week in Las Vegas competing in the World Series team roping against some of the very best in the world. And after the competition ended last night, he took a 2 a.m. flight so he could be here this morning, and he will be enriched by a really nice payday in Vegas because he did really well, and his Tarleton degree. When a reporter asked him how a national high school rodeo star from Virginia gets to Stephenville, Michael told him, if you want to be a top-flight roper, Tarleton is the place to be. Well, I couldn't agree with him more. Tarleton, in intercollegiate rodeo, has a long and very rich tradition, and Michael is certainly adding to it. Another Tarleton Rodeo team member in this class, Brody Kress, is competing in the top event of the year, the Wrangler National Finals Rodeo, that's also taking place in Vegas this week. Brody won the Big 3 saddle bronc riding championships in Cheyenne, Pendleton, and Salinas, California, which helped qualify him for Vegas. He's an ag business major, and he's not here to graduate today. He's going to receive his degree, but he's still in the hunt in Vegas for the world title, and but he's going to be back to begin his master's degree at Tarleton next semester. And while tomorrow I hope we can celebrate a world title for Brody, today what we want to do is celebrate each of you. I applaud your persistence, your hard work, and certainly your determination to reach this milestone. As educated men and women, as Tarleton graduates, know this: much is expected of you. Make a difference in the lives of others. Be a leader in your chosen profession. Improve the quality of life in all of your communities. Live Tarleton's core values. They will be a compass for you during a changing and certainly a challenging world. And so now, as is fitting as at any commencement, I offer a final few words of advice. Sometimes take the scenic route. Getting there can indeed be half the fun, although Michael probably didn't enjoy his ride last night. Lead with courage. Remember this: failure is part of success. So if you fall down 5 times, get up 6. Parents, I think you'll appreciate this. Use your voice more than your thumbs sometimes. And finally, wear purple and always be proud to be a Tarleton Texan, because we are indeed very proud of you. Graduates, this is a day and a season to show gratitude, starting with the family and the friends who helped you get to this joyous day. And many of those family and friends are here in this audience with you. Family, friends, this day belongs to you as well as to our students, and because you are here to celebrate their achievements and you helped to bring them to this day. And so I'd like to ask all the family and the friends that are here in the audience with a graduate, if you can please stand. And graduates, this is your opportunity to return a thanks to all of them. So as they stand, would you please show your appreciation to your family and friends. Family, friends, please stand. Graduates, give them a shout out. Thank you so much. At this time, I would like to recognize members of the platform group. Would they please stand when introduced, and will you please hold your applause until all are standing. Dr. Karen Murray, Provost and Executive Vice President for Academic Affairs. Dr. Kyle McGregor, Vice President for Institutional Advancement. Dr. Laura Boren, Vice President for Student Affairs. Ms. Angie Brown, Assistant Vice President for Employee Services. Dr. Shannon Hankhouse, representing the Vice President for Enrollment Management. Dr. David Druckhammer, Associate Dean, College of Agricultural and Environmental Sciences. Dr. David Weisenberger, Interim Dean, College of Health Sciences and Human Services. Dr. Steve Steed, Dean, College of Business Administration. Dr. Kayla Peak, Associate Dean, College of Education. Dr. Barry Lambert, Dean, College of Graduate Studies. Dr. Kelly Lemons, Assistant Dean, College of Liberal and Fine Arts. Dr. James Pierce, Dean, College of Science and Technology. Ms. Janice Horak, Assistant Vice President of Development. Dr. Keith Emmerich, Faculty Senate President. Ms. Ashley Barnes, Staff Council President, and Ms. Donna Strohmeyer, Chair of the Commencement Committee. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please help me in thanking these important leaders of Tarleton? Well, as was explained before the processional, some graduates are wearing colorful cords that represent high achievement and academic honors. Some graduates are wearing red, white, and blue cords representing achievement and honor of a different sort. They are veterans who we recognize today for their service to our nation. It is their sacrifice and that of their families that allows us to freely pursue life, liberty, happiness, and our education. And so I would like to ask all veterans, active duty or reserve duty personnel in the class and in the audience, would you please stand so we can thank you for your service? Please stand.
Well, graduates, this is your day. It is you we are here to celebrate. For this reason, a member of the graduating class has been invited to address the commencement audience. Today's speaker, Kelton Moat, who has earned a Bachelor's of Science degree in Wildlife Sustainability and Ecosystem Science. He was named the Outstanding Graduate in that program. Kelton has been treasurer of the Tarleton State Student Chapter of the Wildlife Society and a member of our Wildlife Quiz Bowl team. They won the 2017 state championship and placed in the top 8 at the national competition. With the help of undergraduate research assistantship, Kelton has examined the nesting success of mourning doves in the lower Rio Grande Valley of Texas. He received first place recognition at the university's 2017 Student Research Symposium. He has presented his research at statewide Wildlife Society conferences in Texas, New Mexico, and North Carolina. Kelton plans to pursue a master's degree with the goal of becoming a wildlife biologist for the Texas Parks and Wildlife Department. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Kelton Moat.
President DeTavio, Provost Murray, administrators, professors, families, and members of the graduating class of 2017. I am extremely grateful and honored to address you on behalf of the College of Agriculture and Environmental Sciences and the College of Health Sciences and Human Services. My name is Kelton Moat, and I am graduating with my Bachelor's of Science in Wildlife Sustainability and Ecosystem Sciences. I began my speech writing process like any modern day college student does. I went to Google the night before it was due. I found many speeches, including some from Will Ferrell, Steve Jobs, and Jim Carrey, so I decided to combine them all and make it my speech. Unfortunately, none of them even came close to embodying our experience here at Tarleton State. None of them talked about the Texan writer, Plowboys, Oscar P., John Tarleton, or how the Purple Poo is the oldest spirit organization in the state of Texas. Not the result of eating purple pancakes. They said nothing about how the dining hall would only cook chicken fry on orientation day. They said nothing about how registering for classes would result in you waking up at 5:30 and leave you with classes you didn't really want but took anyways because they were the only ones still available. Don't worry, honor students, we'll fill you in later. They said nothing about how the faculty here goes far above and beyond in their dedication to not only our success in reaching graduation, but also in providing us with the tools and skills necessary for our success after graduation. President DeTavio said it best when he said, "Tarleton is the true university of the American dream, big enough for them to chase their dreams, yet small enough to be a warm, caring, and friendly place." Coming from a high school where I graduated with 25 other classmates, I know what it's like for a school to be like family. But what I wasn't expecting was how easily a college campus could become like family, and Tarleton could become my home. As you go out into the world, I hope you take what Tarleton has given you and share it with those whose lives you will one day have influence on. Ask any faculty member, and they'll say these gifts include integrity, leadership, tradition, civility, excellence, and service. Ask any student, and they'll say the best gift was the LJT Free Rides Jesus Bus. Our moments as students at Tarleton State University are fleeting. Soon our name will be called, we will walk across this stage and receive our diploma. We will embrace many of our classmates for the last time. Soon we will fulfill our final requirement before we must become adults. I think it's safe to say we will all miss Tarleton, but it's time now to look ahead. It's time to put the past 4 years, maybe 4+, to use. For some of us that means graduate school, others work, or maybe even a well-deserved extended vacation. As you move on to your next chapter in life, I want to challenge you. I want to challenge you to stay focused on the things that matter. 2 Corinthians 4:18 tells us to fix our eyes not on what is seen, but what is unseen. For what is seen is temporary, but what is unseen is eternal. Francis Chan said, "Our greatest fear should not be a failure, but of succeeding at things in life that don't really matter." Now that we've looked back on our past and we've looked forward to our futures, it's time to live in the present and enjoy this moment as the graduating class of 2017. Thank you, and remember, we are Tarleton State.
Thank you, Kelton, for your remarks. You have represented your graduating class very well. At the heart of a Tarleton education is our distinguished faculty. Their scholarly work creates new knowledge that improves the lives of all of us. As teachers and scholars, they define our excellence. The faculty have been partners with these graduates as teachers and mentors, challenging and supporting students toward this day. Additionally, from our Texan tour leaders who gave you your very first glimpse of this beautiful campus, to the team who has organized these 5 graduations this weekend, hundreds of staff members have made Tarleton your home away from home and helped you reach this day. Like your family and friends, our faculty and staff members take great pride in your graduation. Will the representatives of the faculty and staff please stand and let us recognize you. And now, we're to the most important part of the ceremony, the presentation of your degrees. I'd like to welcome to the podium Associate Dean Druckhammer and Interim Dean Weisenberger to present and recommend candidates for the associate and baccalaureate degrees.
Will the candidates for the baccalaureate degrees in the College of Agricultural and Environmental Sciences please stand? Provost Murray, these candidates are animal, plant, and soil scientists who will feed and clothe an expanding world population, food scientists who will ensure the quality of our food supply, wildlife and environmental scientists who will conserve natural resources for future generations, educators and communicators who will provide for an agriculturally literate society, and economists who will provide financial guidance to a dynamic food and natural resource industry. We in the College of Agricultural and Environmental Sciences expect great contributions of these graduates to our food, fiber, and natural resource management systems. As Associate Dean of the College, and with the approval of the faculty, it is an honor to present these degree candidates to you. Candidates, please be seated.
Will the candidates for associate and baccalaureate degrees in medical laboratory sciences, public health, nursing, and social work from the College of Health Sciences and Human Services please stand? Nobel Peace Prize winner Albert Schweitzer once said, "I don't know what your destiny will be, but one thing I do know. The only ones among you who will be really happy are those who have sought and found how to serve." And Fred Rogers of Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, he once said, "Life is for service." And that has to be true, doesn't it? I mean, that comes from Mr. Rogers. Anyway, Provost Murray, the candidates standing before you have chosen careers that provide for the health and well-being of others. They wisely understand that their happiness is defined by what is etched in the lives and the souls of those they have touched, not by having and getting, but by giving and serving. The faculty of the College of Health Sciences and Human Services and I are pleased to certify that these candidates have met all college and university requirements for their respective degrees. They have demonstrated that they have the knowledge, values, and skills to become successful professionals in their chosen fields. We are confident that they are prepared to bring honor to themselves, to their families, and their alma mater with commitment and character. Please remain standing.
Will all the candidates for the baccalaureate and associate degrees please stand? President DeTavio, these students are candidates for the associate and baccalaureate degrees as prescribed by the faculty of Tarleton State University and the Board of Regents of the Texas A&M University system. As Chief Academic Officer, I present them to you with both personal pleasure and Tarleton pride.
Graduates, by the authority vested in me as president of Tarleton State University, I confer the associate's and the bachelor's degrees upon those of you who have successfully met all requirements associated with those degrees. You now hold all honors, rights, and privileges belonging thereto. I charge you as educated men and women of the world to use your education in the service of others. Congratulations, graduates. Please be seated, and student marshals, would you please bring the graduates forward to receive their diplomas?
The following candidates are from the College of Agricultural and Environmental Sciences. Bachelor of Science, Caitlin Dean Bench. Alexandra Renee Barbosa. Catherine Lee Grigsby. Honors Degree Program graduate, Megan Jessica Hokeman, magna cum laude. Clayton Michael Hoff, summa cum laude. Dylan Scott James. Cody Wayne Lloyd. Nicholas David Mata. August Glenn Nobly. Cody Joseph Pels. Honors degree program graduate Catherine Elizabeth Rutan, summa cum laude. Cody Treadway. Haley A. Tucker. Braden J. Wethington. Edward Martinez Alvarado. Mackenzie Page Anderson. Heather Nicole Deno. Parker Wade Dunkerley. Callie Corinne Fall. John Robert Fisher. Kyle Blake Fitch, cum laude. Jill Brianne Graves, cum laude. Evan Elizabeth Gregory. Ryan B. Hampton. Sierra Michelle Harris, magna cum laude. Cheyenne Janae Hernsberger, cum laude. Wacy Lane Horton. Jamie Danielle Kendrick. Lacey Michelle Kite. Caitlin Ann Kuhatchek. Cornelius R. Lopez IV. Calvin Cleo Clinton Luttrell. Zachary Shane McCoy. Erica Lynn McMurray. Taryn Alexander Moore. Michael Stephen Pedro Moreno. Hallie Janelle Randall. Christine Gail Sanders, cum laude. John Wesley Schmedhorst. Lauren Ashley Spoon. James Ross Strickland. Dakota Tywater. Shane Lynn Thomas. Eric Vincent Volkart. Shade Garrett War. Garen David Wetzel. DJ Williams. Hillary Page McClellan. Quinn Garrett Birkenhoff. Brianna Nicole Bourne. Margaret Lee Byers. Alyssa Hope Clark. Keely Brooke Cobbler. Christine Ashley Davis. Taylor Michelle Frederick, magna cum laude. Matthew William Jarvis. Dana Michelle Jeske. Heidi Lee Johnson. Kimbrell. Christopher Kimbrell. Caitlin Ray Lewis. Michael McGuire Lewis. Haley Ryan Locash, cum laude. Tennessee Rain McConaughey. Caitlin Justine Platt. James David Redwine, summa cum laude. Ashton Dawn Sanders. Josie Michelle Spraggins. James Michael Tash. Richard E. Tuttle III. Parker Isaac West. Graham Austin Williford. Jordan Nicole Wilson. Zachary Aaron Pratt. Emily Frances Mobley. Felicia Elizabeth Beck. Joshua H. Berry. Alyssa Brianne Brightman. Laura Marie Campbell. Ethan Ross Cantrell. Honors degree program graduate, Brianna Lynn Carter. Honors degree program graduate, Hunter McQuaid Thomas Gilliam. Hallie Taylor Halstead. Matthew Thomas Hughes. Patrick Allen LaBarbera. Honors degree program graduate, Jennifer Renee LeBlanc, cum laude. Curtis Anthony Martin, cum laude. Herman David McClinton III, cum laude. Kristen Sierra McKnight. Kelton Wesley Moat, summa cum laude. Josiah Stephen Mulvihill, cum laude. Kenneth Wayne Nally. Nikayla Jean Payne. Kristen Grace Stewart, cum laude. Brianna Lenore Valdez. Presidential Honors Degree Program graduate, Emily Samantha White, magna cum laude.
The following candidates are from the College of Health and Human Services. Associate Applied Science, Holly Brooke Cleary. Dana Christine Johnson. Colton Chase Pryor. Lucille Abana Ajay Abchampo. Liam Maria Cortez, magna cum laude. Danley Gonzalez. Haragoram Bura Mukom. The following are candidates for the Bachelor of Applied Technology. Ashley Nicole Caldwell. Vanessa Kaylin Villarreal. The following are candidates for the Bachelor of Science. Osagi Inbenuvea. Lauren Elizabeth Knight. Justice Noel Taryn, cum laude. Kristen Dorlin Garrett. Natalie Ann Miller. The following are candidates for the Bachelor of Science in Nursing. Christopher Calvin Allen. Honors degree program graduate Danielle Joanne Barth, summa cum laude. Sarah Lynn Bergman. Olivia Eileen Bertram. Haley Lynn Bowe. Emily Michelle Bowling. Lacey Margaret Brinkerhoff. Tien Bui. Honors degree program graduate Vanessa Cardenas, cum laude. Leah Marie Davis. Honors degree program graduate Crystal Michelle Dodson, cum laude. Honors degree program graduate Peace Danza Kapoor. Christian Ridge Floyd. Caitlin Oberia Fudge. Johan Alexandra Garcia, cum laude. Logan Mackenzie Gash. Honors degree program graduate Flor Maria Gonzalez. Jennifer Lori Gonzalez. Kylan Jade Graves. Victoria Shea Hamby, magna cum laude. Katie Nicole Hammer. Whitley Nicole Hayes, cum laude. Megan Lynn Harrington. Ashley Nicole Hillard. Emily Jo Howard. Jesse Anthony Ybarra. Amanda Renee Johnson. Simone Mireille Johnson. Haley Elaine Urick. Yana Hendrika Kenkhaus. Joetta Sarwood Lawton. Laura Crystal Lewis, magna cum laude. Alexa Ray Looney. Leslie Alba Marquena. Crystal Lee Mathis, cum laude. Jordan Nicole McInturf. Brittany Deanne McGarrow. Ryan Nicole Miller. Shauna Ray Miller. Leah K. Modewell. Mercy Nere Obanda. Christopher Colt Olson. Yeah, I'm sorry. Sarah Osana. Timmy Oninaba. Mallory Diane Osme, cum laude. Okay. Anna Perez. Emily Ann Pollock. Diane Grace Bowman Prouse. Okay. Ashley Noel Cummins. Caitlin Marie Russell, cum laude. Samantha Joy Salapari. Honors degree program graduate, Brooklyn Ashley Shaw, summa cum laude. Audrey Bliss Shelton, cum laude. Heather Hayes Smith. Fabiola Soto. Alicia Nicole Swindler. JC Rose Temple. Vanna Killeen? Vani. Anna Vani Killeen. Melissa Vega. Brenda Rosario Velasquez Madeira. Caitlin Marie Voss. Honors degree program graduate, Allison Nicole Walker, cum laude. Harper Callan Waller. Caitlin Linnell Walters. Michaela Diane Watkins. Crystal K. Weatherly. Kelly Elizabeth Welch. Savannah Starr Wells, magna cum laude. Emily Nicole White, cum laude. Abigail Marie Zachary.
Ladies and gentlemen, would you give your graduates one more round of applause? Thank you. Now, would all of you who just received your degrees please rise? There are two important traditions at our commencement ceremonies. At the university's official ring ceremony, we ask that you wear your ring with the T facing in until you graduate. And so for those of you who have a Tarleton class ring, you now may turn your ring with the T facing out so that all the world will know that you are indeed a Tarleton graduate. Congratulations. Finally, the tassels on the caps of undergraduates are worn on the right side until they receive their degree. And a time-honored tradition at graduation ceremonies involves the symbolic movement of your tassel from your right to your left side. Graduates, you may move your tassels now. You may be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please help me in thanking Dr. Westbrook and the Tarleton Wind Ensemble for adding so much to today's ceremony. Thank you, folks. Well, graduates, it has been my great honor to present you with your diplomas, and now I look forward to getting to know you as active and engaged alumni. I encourage you to come back and to give back to your alma mater. Your achievements will enhance the standing of this university and the value of your diplomas. You have my very best personal wishes as you begin your life's journey, and please remember that the gates of Tarleton are always open to you. To close today's ceremony, I ask Ms. Devin Harper to come forward to lead the singing of the color song, the university's alma mater. I encourage the audience to sing along, but please remain at your seats while the platform group and the students lead the recessional. Gentlemen, please remove your caps, and I ask all who are able to please rise for the singing of the color song and the recessional.
Tarleton colors